People have always wanted to fly like birds, and eventually airplanes were invented. Similarly, people when wished to swim underwater like fishes, submarines came into action. The submarine design consists of a single or double hull system that houses all the necessary systems and manpower required for completion of their mission. A submarine or any boat can float when the mass of water that it displaces is equal to the mass of the boat. This displaced water causes an upward force called buoyancy. To control its buoyancy, the submarine has ballast tanks that can be filled with water or filled with air. When the submarine is on the surface, the ballast tanks are filled with air. When the submarine dives, water is pumped into the ballast tanks to replace the air. Most submarines have two hulls, one inside the other to help them survive. The outer hull is waterproof, while the inner one, called the pressure hull, is much stronger and resistant to immense water pressure. In order to keep people breathing inside, three things should be taken into consideration. Firstly, oxygen must be pumped into the vessel as the crew uses it up by breathing. Oxygen is typically supplied to the submarine from pressurized tanks. A computerized system monitors oxygen in the air and releases fresh oxygen as it's needed by the crew. Secondly, exhaled carbon dioxide must be removed or it becomes a toxin. Machines called scrubbers use soda lime to trap carbon dioxide, removing it from the air. And finally, exhaled moisture from breathing must be removed to prevent condensation on the interior of the ship or equipment, and this is done with dehumidifiers. The propulsion system is housed in the aft section of the submarine. The aft contains the propulsion unit, which can be either a diesel-electric propulsion system, which requires submarine to come to the surface on daily basis for getting oxygen for engine combustion. Or it could be an air-independent propulsion system, which is usually fuel cell based, and it helps to make the diesel generator less dependent on surface air. Or it also could be a nuclear propulsion system which generates large amount of heat in nuclear reactors, which is then used to create high-pressured steam to turn propulsion turbine. Submarines mostly use 5-bladed propellers with high skew to reduce cavitation and effects of imbalanced thrust forces that act as exciting forces for longitudinal vibration of the shafting system. A larger diameter propeller with low RPM enables higher propulsive efficiency. What are your thoughts on the working of a submarine? Let us know in the comments, and for more information, please do subscribe to our channel and make sure that you hit that bell button so as not to miss on any further updates. Thanks for watching.